Or so. We have seen quite some activity from the IBC portal, and of course we are receiving these results also real time. That's why we are on the map tonight. 22,120,458 of the registered voters were supposed to go to the polls today, but as we know as at now from the IEBC is that about 12 to 13% turnout. I mean 12 to 13% turnout. So far the turnout looks really low, but the IBC is reporting about 12 million so far have voted, and that's the reason why we bring you to the map this evening, because we have seen activity especially in the county of Baringo. I'd just like to click on Baringo. Baringo has Tiati, Baringo North, Baringo Central, Baringo South, Mogotio and Eldama Ravine. Now the blue part that you see right here is the blue part that the IBC is reporting right now, and there are a number of votes that have come in favor of Raila Odinga, who now stands, according to our map and the results we have, at 55.96%. William Ruto with 48 votes so far cast, and that's about 44.04% of the total votes cast. And of course they are not the only ones. We have Wahiga Mwaura and Wajakoya Waluchiri, who has not recorded any votes so far, but the votes that are coming in to us right now in the presidential race is this: Raila Odinga at 61 votes so far, standing at 55.96%, and William Samoei Ruto at 44.04%. Now the area that is reporting and turning blue this evening is Tiati constituency in Baringo. Now Baringo has Tiati, Baringo North, Baringo Central, Baringo South, Mogotio and Eldama Ravine. So far this particular time, that is the only area that we are reporting on our map. Now this is a general map, and as the day proceeds you will likely to see a lot of changes in this map, and Baringo is not the only county that is reporting out of the 12 million that the IBC is declaring. We have Baringo that has declared 2 out of the 1,031 polling stations. We also have Garissa that is also declaring 2 out of the 559 polling stations. We have Kakamega that has declared 1 out of the 1,685, and Kericho is also reporting 1, that is 924, and of course Kilifi is reporting 1 constituency also, polling station, sorry. Kisumu is reporting 1 polling station out of the 1,170. Kitui is reporting 2 polling stations. Kwale is reporting 1, Laikipia is reporting 1, and Mombasa is reporting 2, Nakuru is reporting 1, Narok 2, and Siaya County is reporting 1. The most that is reporting is the county of Turkana with 4 polling stations out of the 786, and West Pokot that is reporting 3 out of the 858. Now this is it. Let's take a look at the same point in 2017. That's Baringo, and let's see, Baringo was red at that time. Tiati went blue. Now Tiati is what we are reporting this evening as having been declared by the IBC. It's also turned blue. That's Tiati. But General Baringo, in the last election, in 2017 election, we had Baringo North reporting red. That was Jubilee. Baringo Central, Baringo South, Mogotio and Eldama Ravine. At that time, Uhuru Kenyatta led in that election with 54.17%. Raila Odinga at 6 million with 44%. But this is what we are reporting this evening. Right, let's see the map of 2013, how Baringo voted also in 2013. Tiati in 2013 was red. It went to President Uhuru Kenyatta, who garnered 6,173,000. That was 50% at that time. And Raila Odinga, who garnered 5.3 at 43%. Now at that time, Baringo turned all red. And in 2017, the metrics changed a little bit, as I showed you earlier, because Tiati reported. Now in 2022, the same thing. Tiati is reporting, and Raila Odinga so far 61 votes cast at 55%. William Samoei Ruto with 58 votes, a difference of about 15 or 16 votes there for 4%. Well, the rest of the candidates in this election are not reporting any votes. But as I mentioned, this is a general map of Kenya, and as we proceed throughout the evening, you will definitely see it changing. So far, this is what we have in Baringo. But remember, Baringo is not a small area. It's a whole constituency. It's a whole county. And these are the other constituencies in Baringo. Baringo North, Baringo South, Baringo Central, Mogotio, and Eldama Ravine. So I'll go back to the general map as we wait for more data, because data is coming in tonight, and take you to the IBC portal, because we have reporters across the country, definitely, but we're getting the results that have been reported. So I'd just like to refresh this once more and give you the data as reported by the IBC. So Baringo is now reporting 3 polling stations out of 1,031 at 0.29%. We still have a long way to go in the night. Bungoma is 0, and Garissa is also reporting 3 polling stations tonight out of 559. As I mentioned earlier, the highest or the most county that has reported is Turkana. Now let's take a look at Turkana County in this election. For example, now this is the area of interest. So far, IBC is indicating that Turkana is reporting 5 polling stations out of 786, 64%. Now, Turkana has Turkana West, North, Central, Loima, Turkana South, and Turkana East. These are 6 constituencies in Turkana. So far, about 5 polling stations in the whole of Turkana are reporting about 0.64%. So we will be telling you what exactly is happening, but I'll take you to 2017 so that you see what happened then. Now, Turkana, this is how they voted in that election. Turkana North specifically went Jubilee, Turkana West, and the rest went NASA, because the competition was between NASA and Jubilee Party at that time. So the whole of this went NASA. But I'll tell you the interesting bit in this, because overall the results of Turkana in 2017 showed that it went blue. Let's look at 2013, what Turkana was reporting. Basically, it was reporting ODM. This was the color of ODM in 2013. So Turkana, the whole of it went orange, which means orange was carried the day. Raila Odinga, Uhuru Kenyatta, and Musalia Mudavadi, and all these were presidential candidates. Remember, in this election, the number 5 in this election, that is Martha Karua, who came after Peter Kenneth, is now together in this election with Raila Odinga, and Uhuru Kenyatta is supporting their bid for this presidency. In 2013, 6,173,000, that's 50% of the votes, and of course, Raila Odinga trailing at 5.3 at 43%. That was 2013. Let me take you back to 2017 one more time, and specifically Turkana North that voted Jubilee. This is the division, or let me just get this out. This is the division of the sub-counties in Turkana, and Kibish, Lampur, Kaikor, Lake Zone, Iris, and they all went red for Jubilee in 2017. Let's take a look at 2013, how they voted. They all went orange for NASA. This was scored at that time in 2013. In 2022, let's take a look. Not yet, because they haven't filled the data, but we are learning this evening that Turkana is reporting 5 out of the 786 polling stations, 0.64%. This is the map of 2022. Before the end of the day, today, that's midnight tonight, definitely this map will have a few colors. Let's see if we have more areas that are reporting this evening. Well, it's still only Baringo, Turkana, and these are other areas, but the concentration tonight must be around this region. I just expand this a little bit, look at it. So the concentration tonight, obviously, apart from the fact that we'll be looking at other areas in this election, we must pay close attention to this area, because this is a particular stronghold. We are looking at the Mount Kenya region with all the votes that will come out of this area. So definitely tonight, this area will have quite some activity as they begin reporting. But that's not the only area that we are interested in. In fact, also this area is a huge interest tonight. So that's exactly. But before we hand over to other areas that are already counting the votes, that's Embu, Nyamira, Meru, I'd like one more time to take you this. In Uasin Gishu, I also understand there are a few votes that are coming in. So This is exactly what we have as at now. The total registered voters in this election is 22,120,458. The valid votes cast so far is 109. Raila Odinga with a few of the declarations from Baringo, which is declaring 2 constituencies. I like to refresh this a lot because I see the progress. Baringo is now reporting 3 polling stations out of 1,031, and as I said, this is going blue, but not just going blue. If you split it, you see that it's only Tiati that has a polling station in Tiati that has declared. So this will definitely be turning as the day progresses. And of course, 61 votes cast, 55% and 44%. So we'll keep this information right there. And of course, the counting is on. The counting began straight after the polls closed at 5 p.m. in the polling stations that opened in time. They had to close also on time. So the counting is on. In the last 1 hour, several areas reporting. And before I hand over to my colleague Hadia, I'll one more time refresh the IBC portal just to let you know that the Form 34As that have been received reflecting that 3 out of the 1,031 polling stations in Baringo are reporting. In Garissa, there are also 3 polling stations reporting. In Kakamega, 1 reporting. Kericho, 1 reporting. And Kilifi, 1 reporting. Kisumu, 1 reporting. Kitui, 2 reporting. Mombasa, 2 reporting. Nakuru, 1 reporting. Narok, 2 polling stations reporting. In Siaya, also 2 polling stations reporting. And Turkana is jumping to 5 polling stations reporting. In West Pokot, there are 3 polling stations reporting. We have quite a busy night tonight. It's election night, and KTN News is poised to bring you only the best and in the only way we can. Those pictures live on your screen right now are the earlier ones for voting, and now verification on the right side of your screen, because several polling stations, remember, as per by law, the polling stations must count all the votes that were cast in that polling stations. Now we'll be telling you how this will move, because from the polling stations they will be taken to the county tallying center. Now at the county tallying center, it will be final for the member of county assembly and of course member of parliament, but the other ones will proceed, and we'll be telling you a little bit later how those results will be moving for the rest of the night and why this map will look different going forward. It's been 2 hours of counting. The results are trickling in, and of course we are reporting. In the next few minutes, we will definitely be showing you more data. But for now, let me take you to my colleague Hadia, who is on the other side. Hadia.
Asante mwenzangu Ken Milyungu, na kama alivyotuarifu utakuwa tunakuletea matokeo hayo.